Alright everyone, I'm just taking a couple of minutes here to get things set up. So tonight, initial C is gonna stand for Capcom. Because we'll be getting into a, what's probably my favorite shmup of all time. It's always a weird word to say, but yeah, give me just a second. All right, let's see which filter is going to look best here. One thing I gotta say for Capcom is they definitely go all out on providing you a lot of options for the filters. All right, it's a nice, clean-looking filter. All right, I'm gonna apply those changes and. This story is fictional and is in no way related to any historical or future war. So, I used to play this in the arcade at a family fun center called Mulligan in Murrieta, California, which is like the closest family fun center to us when I was a kid. And okay, what are, oh shit. Okay, okay, let's see what my controls are. Okay, insert some coins. We're gonna fly the Lightning because the Lightning is the plane of the 1940X. I don't know what you want to call it. 1941, 1942, 1943. Ooh. But I always pick the Lightning not just because it's the flagship in this series, but actually one of the few things my grandfather told me about World War II. So he was in the what you might call the Mediterranean theater, which was, you know, North Africa and then Italy. Sicily and Italy. I don't know if you want to make a distinction there. But, so he was a combat engineer, I believe, and, so he was, you know, on the ground and, you know, under fire quite a bit. And one of the very few things he actually told me was that one of the few comforts they really had was when you'd see the P-38 Lightning in the sky. Because it was for its time, kind of just, you know, you'd see it and there'd be some air superiority there. And I figure for now I'll just run one loop of the game and, you know, won't worry too much. Yeah, it's not related to any, you know, future or past war, but all the planes in the game are from World War II. I believe the other two are the Mosquito, which is, you know, a British, I think, fighter bomber. I don't know a lot about the Mosquito, to be honest. And then the other plane is the Japanese. I'm probably gonna butcher this, so I want to say Shiden, which was kind of an experimental, like, just really weird but really cool experimental craft that the Japanese developed toward the end of the war and never fielded. It's got a very interesting kind of setup to it. Also, for anyone wondering, I've got this set at kind of the number 5, the medium difficulty. And if my voice sounds a little weird, I have been dealing with some sinus issues. It is that time of year for me. Oh, I'll never forget that sound. The bombs in this. Yeah, I know this isn't the most legendary of shmups. It's just kind of a mid-90s, you know, arcade kind of also ran, but I mean, I played it a lot. It's kind of just randomly special to me. I don't think anyone else really cares that much about it, but I like it. It's not one of the super hard bullet hell types. It probably can be on higher difficulties, but, you know, that's not really the way I play it. Ooh, is that a lightsaber sound? And I've never been like a super hardcore shmup player. I just, you know, kind of play them, obviously, because I am absolutely sucking at it. But I got it. The important thing to me is, though, that I'm having fun with it. And that, in my philosophy on gaming, if you're not having fun with the game, why are you playing it at all? So whatever game you play it your way and make sure you're having fun. I mean, if you play games for the story, enjoy the story. If you play games for a challenge, crank up that difficulty. If you play a game just to see the whole game, you know, that's cool too. As I've gotten older, though, I've started to appreciate the really focused experiences, which are not the direction most of your big AAA games are going at all. Like the only AAA games that have any focus to them at all are like basically, you know, Resident Evil at this point. Everything else just has to be big and sprawling and open world, and I mean, that's occasionally okay. I really am enthusiastic about The Witcher 3. It's probably one of my favorite experiences, but at the same time, I'm not sure I would play it twice as much as I like it, because I just don't have the time. Still haven't finished all the DLC in it. One of the cool things about 19XX, though, or that I think is cool and probably not that impressive to people that play a lot of shmups, is just kind of the lock-on system. When you do your charge shots, you can kind of... It is kind of cool, though, all the random military hardware that you see in this game, kind of mashed up and like there were all different sizes of like German tanks driving around, and then there were like Piasecki helicopters. And whatever kind of helicopters these are supposed to be. They kind of look like Heinz, but they're probably not. I don't know. But see, like 8-year-old me would have absolutely known what every piece of, you know, military hardware here was, because I was that kind of dork. I grew up like maybe like half an hour, 45 minutes from March Air Reserve Base, and they have a really cool air museum there of like predominantly like World War II aircraft. And as a kid, I absolutely loved that. I went there once with my Cub Scout troop when I was in Cub Scouts for like a year. And then I'm pretty sure, like, when I was... I want to say 8 or 9, I think I had my birthday party there. But yeah, when you're a kid, it's easy to, you know, kind of get obsessed with cool planes and stuff. For a while, I really wanted to, like, become a pilot, which I unfortunately now can't even become a civilian pilot, which I'm still not happy with, but that's just the way my health takes me. One day, if I ever make enough money, I would like to pilot an ultralight plane, but, you know, that's a pretty big if. Primary target, grants. Good luck. But yeah, the cool thing is, a lot of these planes are like actual... or they're either actual planes or they're based on actual planes. Like that flying pancake looking thing. I'm pretty sure that's based on like an actual prototype. And for a shoot 'em up game, this is... the music here is definitely in Capcom's chilled out, jazzier phase that they were entering. We'll hear kind of the same thing in like Street Fighter 3, and honestly, not just even Capcom. I feel like SNK does kind of the same thing. Just around like the late 90s, like arcade music just became really chilled out. I'm not totally sure, but it might like bleed over into like Mega Man X4 too. I feel like some of the music tracks there were pretty chilled out too. Oh, you gotta love that there's a dinosaur in the... oh. In the ice there. Remember, this is the mid-90s. Jurassic Park was huge. I mean, hell, even with within Capcom, you know, you had Dino Crisis. That is how huge Jurassic Park was. I mean, I guess Jurassic World is big too, but I mean, when you're getting one like every other year, just kind of loses a little bit of the impact. Back when there was only one Jurassic Park movie, seriously, if you weren't alive then, you don't even realize just how big and how game-changing OG Jurassic Park was. Kind of reminds me of the first boss in Super C on the Game Boy. Is it Super C or Operation C? Super C is the NES one, I think. Ah! Oh, and it flips over. I love that. That's just such a random, cool touch that makes absolutely no sense in the real world, but I love it. I love it. Come on, give me the laser. Give me the laser. Give me the freaking laser. Ah. Yeah, sometimes when you find yourself in one of those bullet hell pinches, the best thing you can do is just unleash the bomb. Yeah, the real SHMUP fans, if they watch this, they're gonna be like, oh, he's He's not playing it right. I don't know. They're probably actually really nice people. Like I don't know. I've probably had a bad brush with some of the arcade game people through the fighting game community. I never got real deep into it. I just remember them being like really like I don't know what to say about it. They were just like telling me I was doing it wrong the whole time, and not in a very constructive way. Sancho Pedro, good luck. I should say this is my favorite vertical shmup. My favorite horizontal, gotta be Gradius 3. Now, I'm not really comfortable saying Gradius because I always said it Gradius. I don't know when everyone decided, you know, it's supposed to be Gradius, but I've always said Gradius. But I really like Gradius 3 on the SNES, even with the slowdown. Honestly, the slowdown is probably why I'm able to get as far in as I can. I also really like Galaga, but that's more of a nostalgia thing than anything. I've gotten pretty decent at it at times, but mostly... Oh, we got our castle stage. But mostly my attachment to Galaga comes from the fact that it was one of my mom's favorite games, and one of the few video games she actually played. It was Galaga, it was Q*bert, and it was Miss Pac-Man. Oh yeah, I got my laser back. Oh no! No! I want my laser back! Oh, I want my laser. Ah, there's my laser beams. Blow up the bridge, blow up the bridge, come on, come on! And I lost my laser again. But if there's one hard and fast rule about video games, it's that it is really satisfying to blow shit up. I mean, if everyone was blowing shit up, wouldn't the world be a better place? No, it wouldn't be. I think I didn't think hard enough about that one. Yeah, let me drive home that I did not practice playing this game at all. I just suddenly remembered I had it in my library, and I started playing it. I have not played it in quite some time. As a matter of fact, I think I bought most of the games in the that I have in like the Capcom arcade, whatever, during like the height of the pandemic when I mean everyone was at home and oh wow. Oh wait, are we even allowed to mention the pandemic anymore? I've heard a lot of people like using weasel words to talk around, you know, the mysterious plague of unknown origin. I don't know. I don't keep real up on the YouTube guidelines, so I don't know what's going to be censored and what isn't going to be. I just know that I'm playing, you know, an arcade game and I'm just talking about whatever, and I don't really care what's going to be censored. I mean, I don't go out of my way to offend people. Outer Limits. Oh, that was neat. That was an easily avoidable death, I think. But yeah, for a while as a kid, I was deeply into any military-themed video game I could get my hands on. The ones I particularly liked were the Command and Conquer games, the Strike games, Strike Eagle 2 on the Genesis. That's probably about it. I played a few flight simulators. Comanche Operation Overkill was the big one I remember playing. As I got a little older, I think I played Microsoft Combat Flight Simulator as well. And I had a demo of a shareware flight simulator on the Mac called, like, I think it was called Dogfight City. And I just remember that it gave you the option to fly a Spitfire. And you could, like, fly it around this island environment. I don't remember if you had any actual opponents, despite it being called Dogfight City. Outer Limits, and it's got a, it's got outer in the name, and it's got a, walking tank. It's kind of funny in hindsight, but I don't really think they consciously had Metal Gear in mind, despite what you might think. Although maybe they did. Metal Gear had more releases and was more popular in Japan than it was stateside. So maybe this is Metal Gear inspired. I will say I have no idea why this game is called The War Against Destiny. I don't know if there's like some excuse story I don't know about, but yeah, as far as I know, you know, you're just a hotshot pilot being sent to deal with whatever. Oh, is there a that wasn't the boss? Oh, what's going on here? Oh, are we flying into the superstructure? Is this like a... It's like a Star War? We can't repel firepower of that magnitude. One of the very, very old videos on my channel is a capture from back when I still had my GameCube, but it's from Rogue Squadron 3. In the multiplayer mode, if you go to the Battle of Endor level, you'll occasionally find some audio glitches that are pretty funny, and one of those is Lando repeating, "We gotta buy more time." I don't remember if I was able to put a counter on the video of how many times Lando says it, but yeah, if you have the chance to play that game and you know, by all means have some fun with that. I think I gotta shoot the orbs here. You know, was there a Sonic level where you had to like stop a rocket going into space? That sounds really familiar, but I don't remember. I want to say that was like Sonic 3 or Sonic and Knuckles. Alright, we got one of them down. And I lost my laser again. Rip. Ah! Come on, just let me double the laser, double the laser. I gotta wonder. This is 19XX, and Mega Man takes place in 20XX. What are you saying, Capcom? Are these two games in the same universe? Is my charge laser in this game developed by Dr. Light? Maybe. Yeah, what if like Mega Man and Strider in 1940X? Whoa, wow. All in the same universe. Heck, throw Resident Evil in there. Why not? Unified Capcom universe, because I'm talking to myself and just going absolutely off the rails tonight. Always stealing my laser. Laser theft affects millions of families every year. But with your help, we can stop it. Well, that's it. Now we get our sad little walking away music. It's a long road when you're on your own. I do always feel like it's a good idea to sit through the credits. I mean, if you enjoyed something, a game in particular, an older one, it's worth it. I mean, even if you're not really gonna read them, it's like, yeah, I'll take a seat here and sit through the credits for these people. That really does kind of sound like it's a long road from Rambo, though. Since this is a pretty short game, I may jump into one of the other games here. Man, been a long time since I played through that. Okay, oop. Okay, let's see, how I get back to, oh, select another game, there we go. Okay, let's see what I got here. Oh. Neat. Alright, let's do, good old 1943. Alright, here we go. May you fight bravely. I feel like I've mostly played this on the NES version. Because I remember the music sounding very different. More NES-y. Yeah, this game definitely doesn't get the same, you know, this is not based on any real wars. I mean, because this is very obviously World War II. I'm sure everyone watching loves that sound. Yeah, this one definitely doesn't have the variety of 19XX, but, you know, it is what it is. But what is it? What is that point of view? Is that like a side, like partial side view, or is that carrier like half sunk? I have so many questions for you, Capcom. Yeah, apparently the lightning here got the very rare, you know, US weapons of like being able to use lightning or like Final Fantasy Leviathan summon waves. They definitely didn't issue that kind of stuff to my granddad. You know, they just gave him a Tommy gun and some satchel charges and are like, here you go, have fun, kill some Italians. But I mean, for a game in this genre, this is like as realistic as you get. I mean, yeah, the weapons are kind of, you know, made up, but like the fact that you're just basically in a loop of, you know, missions that are launching, you know, air-to-surface attacks. That it makes sense. Especially considering it's based on the Battle of Midway, where the odds were just ridiculous. If I remember right, secret weapons over Normandy had a level set in Midway, you know, despite ostensibly being set in the European theater. And if I remember right, Midway was the hardest level of the game. Like, it was insane. Offensive target, Ayako? Yeah, there's a good chance if there's a Japanese name on the screen, I will not pronounce it the best. I have taken a few Duolingo classes in Japanese, and I picked up a little bit of Japanese when I was in my jiu-jitsu course, but I'm definitely not a fluent speaker of the language. I was gonna apologize for the sound quality, but honestly, I think that's only on my end, because I think my headphones are kind of poorly shielded. So I'm getting a lot of grit on my end. Ooh, I can actually blast the bullets out of the sky. That's neat. I do like how my weapon is like a, you know, aircraft shotgun. Funny enough, if I'm not mistaken, the first boss aircraft in 19XX is the Ayako Special, which I guess is a shout out to this. %, destroyed. So do I get another pass? Offensive target, Fuso. Sounds like a European soccer player, Fuso. I think the only reason I think that is because Fuß is German for foot. And I don't know, for some reason I associate like short, you know, short but kind of catchy names with like, I don't know, European or just general soccer players. You know, like Pele. I have no idea where Pele is from. or what team he even played for. I just know that he was a famous soccer player. And I only know that because we watched a video about Pele and like... it was like 6th grade PE, like on a rainy day. It's like, oh, but my PE teacher just has this random video about Pele, I guess we'll watch it. And I don't know, it seemed like a cool dude. Pele, not my PE teacher. My PE teacher was a dick. And yeah, I saw someone complaining about vertical video. That didn't start with cell phones, kids. This is like actually how the TV was oriented in the arcade for shoot 'em ups. Like it was literally on its side so it could, or maybe it was, I don't know. I didn't set up the arcade. Alright, I think I am gonna... pop it over to Street Fighter here for a second. Alright, I'm gonna go with Ken because I know how to play as Ken. Oh no, this is Hyper 1. Oh, I'm gonna get my ass kicked. I like slow Street Fighter. Slow! Oh, wow. Oh, this is bad. Oh wow, that is... I think I need to play with the settings a little bit. Oh no, there are no settings. Okay. Ooh, what's it? Fighting... Cyberbots, fighting... Okay, now this is one I have never actually played, so Gigawing. Let's, okay, I guess you got some options. There's, I'm gonna go with this dude. Well, it said push start skip. I did. Father, Mother, Makoto, it's time for me to leave. Oh, this is nice. A lot going on screen, but I like what I'm seeing. They're definitely going for the 90s mecha anime thing here, which isn't something I know a ton about, but, you know, it's a cool aesthetic. I like it. Someone's got to recommend me some 90s mecha anime. I'd totally check that out. The only anime I've, like, in that genre I've really seen is, like Robotech. I used to watch it when it would air on Cartoon Network. This is great. I like this. How have I never heard of Gigawing before? I love that. You get sad music while you enter your name. That's wonderful. Curses! They drew innocent people into this war against their will! Oh, you don't give me time to read it. Come on. Oh, this boss is timed? Do I, is that what I see? Alright, let's blow him away. I mean, it's great to do retro gaming for the sake of nostalgia, but when you actually discover something that you love that's, like, old school like that, God, this is what I absolutely love about it. It's like finding, like, lost pirate treasure or something. Oh, I think we got it. I think we got it. Yeah. Yeah, I like the music too. I may have to revisit this one. For stealing the peace of humanity, they must suffer. Now, I look forward to using my skill. Believe it. Yeah, the shonen anime I'm most familiar with, obviously, is Naruto, so If I'm, you know, parodying shonen anime, I'm throwing in a believe it. What? Is that plane on the same side as mine? Is it on our side? No, it's not. Here it comes. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, this one, when you unleash that bomb, it really, really bombs. This is definitely a little bit more on the bullet hell side than I tend to like, but... And I mean, this is probably super simplistic by the average shmup player's standards, but it's bullet hell to me. Yeah, we're getting to the point where I'm not even getting the high scores now because I'm just sucking so much at this. But man, this is cool. I love this. Even if I am terrible at it, it's just super cool. %, boss break, 86% shoot down. They're crazy trying to run experiments in such a place. I'm all sweaty, and I don't have a changes of clothes. Ugh, I'll teach them a lesson. I do love in games like this when your ship gets just absolutely OP and you're doing as much damage as as your opponents are. But yeah, when I come back to this, I'm gonna, you know, make up backstories for all the hero characters. And they're just gonna be the stupidest thing I can... What? There? Come on, give me some time. I don't know why, but the little, like, mystical artifact thing that goes into these things reminds me a lot of, you would think it would remind me of something like Tomb Raider, and I guess in a sense it kind of does, but it really reminds me of, Magician Lord for the Neo Geo. Man, taking me back, that was one of the first games I did a Let's Play on back in, like, 2010 or something. Oh, that afterburner got me. Oh, time over. I didn't boss break. No bonus. They found the floating continent. There's no time to waste! Yeah, I feel like I'm not quite getting the hang of how the shield system works, but keep at it. Well, the floating continent looks pretty cool. But it's where I'm going to hang it up for the night. Anyone watching, you have a great night, and I will catch you next time.